Azuka Igwe. But before he introduces himself and introduces our other guest, let us welcome all our brothers from the diaspora and from the motherland, because this radio has been made specially for you. This is Radio Biafra Motherland.
From the east, south and the middle, great Biafra people. But they kill it to white God worship and we lost the face of our God. And that we were Lord in God worship and the British entered it. Turning on the night, exploiting Jam people.
In case you don't know, Obooks Clifford the Makbore hails from Dire, waiting people they call Jesse of Biafra land. And Jesse, 9 days near Sapele, in case you don't know. And in case you don't know which language they speak for Jesse, na Urobo, speaking Biafrans, now we be. So today I don't come again. I did on your darling radio, Biafra Motherland, and hoping that today's conversation it go dey very interesting, where all of now go join us so that we go fit really talk matters when they important. And like I talk, I not this today alone. I did with two wonderful people today. Two wonderful people then go introduce themselves. Then one of them go lead us in prayer before we start, because by strength shall no man prevail. We always depend on the power of our Almighty Creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama. So as our people introduce themselves, and one of them go lead us for opening prayer, make we commit today's conversation into the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Make it guide us so that we not go depend on our own wisdom. So I beg, Mazi and Mazilet, introduce yourself.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all my Biafrans and all the lovers of freedoms all over the world. I still remain your one and only Mazi Azoka, and this is Radio Biafra Motherland, South Africa. And I still have one of our wonderful sister here, which I would like her to introduce herself by herself. All right.
Hello everybody, my name is Nobuhle and I'm from South Africa, and I'm also a lover of freedom. So I'd just like to greet everybody listening right now And thank you, Clifford, for having me on your show.
Thank you for coming.
So yeah, it's just a general chat that I like to have with my brother, who introduced me to this movement that you guys are having, which I was particularly interested in because a lot of people don't know about it. But like I said, I'm a lover of freedom.
Yes.
So this is a topic I love to discuss.
No worry. You go discuss Taya today. In case you know here, where her name na Nobushle. She is a South African, but na lover of freedom. Na person wey dey very close to us. Na part of us, in fact. So today she dey studio because she dey so curious. Every time she dey come meet us, say, tell me about IPOB, tell me about Biafra, tell me about all these things. So we don't educate her. She get very strong passion in understanding our whole movement. You know, the lady dey very passionate, so she don't join us today. We go speak with her, she go speak with us. And in case say you don't forget where you dey, na Radio Biafra Motherland.
Badam.
And you dey get us direct from IPOB Community Radio. In case you don't know, if you go Google Play Store, you go get IPOB Community Radio.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last.
Yes, IPOB Community Radio, the first and the last. I did tell you, they say IPOB Community Radio, Radio Biafra Motherland is the best university you can go to. Now the place where they teach you many of your history, where we say the Oyibo people and the Fulani Janja we don't erase. They deceive you about where you come from. They deceive you about your past. But now for Radio Biafra, now you they hear the real truth of who you be and how you supposed to do.
Just like I saw our leader always said, Radio Biafra. I said Biafra is my school. And in Radio Biafra is where I study.
Exactly. So today we're going to talk about one topic. The topic we dey talk about forceful unity. But wait, is it possible say make people dey united by force? Say you go force two people, say tomorrow must marry or by force una go marry, or una must be friends by force. Is it possible? No, wait, Mazi, never talk. I want make we start from Nobushle. Nobushle. Am I pronouncing it very well?
You got it right.
I got it right.
Yeah.
What does it mean actually?
The Nobushle means beautiful, with beauty.
Oh, actually, you're beautiful.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Okay. Anyways, today we're not talking about beauty. We're talking about the struggle for the restoration of Biafra.
True.
So tell me, in your experience, can people be united by force?
Absolutely not. Unfortunately not. It doesn't work. Nobody can be united if they don't understand each other, especially if they're not from the same page.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the same understanding or any same qualities. I don't think they can unite or be forced together.
Exactly.
Shouldn't be so.
Yes, because even those that are Christians, they say in the Bible says, Charlie, how Bible take talk am? The Bible says, can two be together unless they agree? Not be so they talk for Bible.
Okay. Before I go further to that very question, I would like to say something. He said we are talking about the freedom, not about the beauty, but I disagree with you, Mazo Books, because hold on. They said Biafra is all about humanity, and humanity is all about Mado, and Mado is all about the beauty of life. So that is my description.
Mazi, we don't hear you.
Yes.
Now Biafra restoration we did for year.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Can two people be united by force? What is your opinion?
It has never been done before in the history of life. No, it can never happen. If such have to to occur, what we follow is gonna be according to my American brother, they say it's gonna be a lot of flower bringings. You know what that means? What they say it's gonna be a lot of flower bringings. It's gonna lead to death, because once you disagree with me and I am forcing you, or once we are disagree with each other, and maybe someone by the corner is forcing each other to become what we don't want to be, I'm telling you, it's not gonna go well at all. Just like as the Britain came and said that the north and the east.
Mazi, you to the hurry.
Okay, no problem. I'll give it up to you, man. You know, see my body the hurts. No be saying that bye. According to my, no problem, sure.
All right. So before we begin this conversation, I'd like to understand something. I'd like to understand something. Unity and unity by force. Forceful unity. Now be the title. Forceful unity. Now be the title of today's conversation. Now be today's conversation. But I want first understand the whole concept of unity first. Yeah? The whole concept of unity, because firstly, the unity was defined as the state of being united or joined as a whole. And another interpretation says unity is the state of forming a complete and harmonious whole, especially in a general artistic context. So forming a complete and harmonious whole, which means say unity means say when something come together, come complete, come dey well, come be one thing, now be unity. You see, so for our own mind though, it not make sense say you go come force 2, 3, 4 different things wey not resemble each other to be one. Na in Oyibo they call putting a square peg in a round hole, or putting a round peg in a square hole. It never works. But it's only in Nigeria, in Nigeria that such experiments has been carried out. Even when they see that the unity by force is failing, they still insist. They still want to force people into unifying by force. I don't know where they get their own concept of such unity from. But today we go look am. So my people, my Biafrans, wherever you are listening to us, I beg, we go open the line soon. We go want make una call in, make una join this conversation today. Make una tell us whether unity by force dey work, abi e no go work. If una know any place where unity by force don't work before, make una let us know. And if una know, say the thing not go work, make una give us example. We want today, all of us go be part of this conversation. Not be only me and Azuka and Nobusle, and I go to talk this matter. So before I open this line, I want make una listen to waiting our leader, because we not go fail to recognize the efforts. We will not go fail to recognize the the work of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader,
the contributions,
the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide. We thank you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in case you are listening, for giving us this platform to speak to our people and to forge a way forward to the restoration of Biafra. We thank you for your consistency. We thank you for everything that you are doing. And we hope that as we support this dream, this vision and mission of yours, that we will all achieve Biafra together and be very grateful to our creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama, in a very, very, very short time. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually posted today on his Twitter page talking about unity by force. And do you know the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually put it? He says, killing citizens for one Nigeria is a contradiction. China and Taiwan got along as two Chinas. You know, in China, Mazi, say for China, they get what they call two countries and one country and two systems. That is what they operate in China. One country and two systems. You see? And also, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went ahead to say that China and Taiwan China and Taiwan, they get along as two Chinas. Same for North and South Korea. It is genocidal to keep a nation united by force. Unity is consensual. You must seek the consent of the next person to be united. You can't force another person into being united with you. Even Britain that founded Nigeria is still negotiating its unity with Scotland and Ireland. Can you imagine? The same Britain that is forcing Nigeria to be one. The same Britain that says Biafrans, Arewa, Oduduwas, Kwararafas must be one. They pulled out of the European Union, and now they are still negotiating the unity that they have with Scotland and Ireland and Wales and all that. But then they're forcing us, Biafrans, that we must be one with people that clearly do not want to be one with us because we have different principles, different spirituality, different backgrounds. Everything is different, but they're forcing us to be united by force, which makes no sense. Nobukle, tell me about it. In South Africa, how many ethnic nationalities or ethnic groups do we have in South Africa?
We have multiple. We have about 9. I hope you can hear me. We have so many languages, and here in South Africa, at least, we are allowed the freedom of expression. And in as much as we are, I don't want to say unified like that, but we are still diversified. So everybody's allowed to express and practice their cultures and their principles. We've got the Zulus, the Xhosas, the Tswanas, the Sutus. Each of them have different cultures and different backgrounds, and each of them don't necessarily have to mix, so we can tell each other from another, and they can live in harmony with one another, but they know each other from another.
Good. Not
being forced to be one,
All right. So, Nobuse, before I go with my next line of questioning, I want to ask you something. You've been around us, the great, wonderful Biafrans for a while. Do you speak Pidgin now?
I'm learning now. Showbiz teaches me a little bit from time to time, so he'll be like wagwan, or he'll be like waiting happen, and then I'm like, okay. So I'm just picking up a little bit. I am understanding.
You can understand,
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't mind when I speak my Pidgin?
No, please.
Okay,
we're on the same page.
All right. So as we talk, as we yarn, they go. For South Africa, where you did all the people when they there for South Africa, so Zulu, Tswana, Pedi, and Tonga, all of them, Kosa, they're there by force. They're there together by force. I be now understanding an agreement. No. They agree to be together.
Not by force. If ever they would acknowledge each other, it's just because we're civil, but nobody's forced to say, okay, you will be this. Nobody's even, you practice whatever culture you are born into, and if you wish to practice another, you're also welcome.
Okay,
you see. So
okay, Mazi, I want to hear your own opinion concerning this unity by force. So it's supposed to be the way it be, so it's supposed to be like that.
Mazo Books, thank you so much for this very question. I think like what my sister had just said now, I'll just through that I'll let the people know that marriage has never been by force. Even the priest will ask you on the altar, should I say in the altar, or on the altar, I don't know. But if they're gonna ask you, are you agree with this person or not?
Yes.
Then it's left for you to say yes or no.
Do you wish to be joined to this person?
Yes.
In sickness and in health, for better, for worse.
So if he said no, they're not gonna go ahead, joining both of you together because you disagree with the unity of that person. So but in Nigeria it's a different case. Even the so-called Britain that created Nigeria, that founded Nigeria, today, even themselves, they are not in unity with Ireland. They are still negotiating, as you just read now. So why must we be together? Why must they force us to be together? Why must they be supporting one Nigeria that has never been one? Why must they be supporting the killing of one section of the the contraption they created called Nigeria, or Nigeria as it may be called. The real name of that place is Nigeria, which all of us know.
Niger area.
Yes. Calling Nigeria is just that kind of a phone for where we come from. Say it's a phone. It's a phonetic. Understand? It's a phonetic result. Understand? So we know, like my brothers in Germany, I've had the opportunity to speak with most of them. They said, man, say here in Germany they call us Nigeria. He said, for the first time I'm hearing that. They asked me, are you in Nigeria? I was kind of confused. Say, where is that? They don't even know that they are mentioning Nigeria. Said, are you a Nigerian? I'd be like, what? Where is that? He said, no, yeah, I'm not a Nigerian, but you are a Nigerian. He is a Nigerian. You see, so such thing, like when I was growing up, I tried to understand the meaning of Nigeria until Mazi Nnamdi came up to explain what it means. I never knew. Even I do ask my teachers that even themselves they don't know the meaning of Nigeria. If you ask them, they get lost. They be like, why must you ask such question? I don't know. Before Mazi Nnamdi came up, nobody, in fact, let me just say 80% of Nigerians don't know the meaning of Nigeria. If you ask them, they say that people that live by the close by the river. That's what they say. They said the meaning of Nigeria is people that live close by the river, which has never been. It's not truth. He is the one who came up with the with exact explanation of what it means. So that is why we can never be together, and Nigeria have never been together and can never be together.
All right. I like the way they talk. The never. You put power to emphasize. We reject that kind of forceful unity. Anyways, you know our former president, the immediate past President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, he actually came recently on international media and actually said that the unity of Nigeria is questionable. You see, the man they use English. He won't talk through to, but in the fear, so in they use English. He said the unity of Nigeria is questionable. Waiting questionable mean that mean to say the man no say this unity no go work. They don't try to patch am, but you know they work. They know say very soon, very soon, surely that unity go fail and Nigeria go come crumbling down like a pack of cards. So when the man they talk that word, news people they follow him. They record everything when they talk. Even our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu self, he come post for Twitter. He said that now that ex-president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has said that Nigeria's unity is questionable, is it not time for Downing Street to stop supporting the killing for unity by Fulani Janjaweed and resolve the questions through a referendum? Because that's everything we've been asking for, a referendum. Easy, according to the Constitution, according to the United Nations and all other whatever, that a people can decide to self-govern themselves. You not go force two people when different to come day together as one. Bro, you don't understand how they talk?
Yes, of course I do.
Let's even go back as far as 1967, 1970, where we say many of our people never go school. They never get the opportunity to be educated. They were creating armor tanks. They were creating different things. Just imagine our fathers and grandfathers when no go school, they create armor tanks, they create weapons, they create roads and bridges and companies and all that. Yeah? Then imagine in the year 2020, we say Biafrans are spread all over the world. We are doing things. Do you know that even in Joe Biden has in the list of his cabinet there is not a Biafran. I think he's Oduduwa. But the point is this. Is someone from this new generation, and the Oduduwas are actually also trying to restore their own nation. They're trying to go away from Nigeria because Nigeria is not working, so they want their own nation called Oduduwa. So can you imagine that people like us that have educated, we've traveled all around the world, besides the education from the four walls of a school, we have been educated by mixing up with people from all walks of life all over the world. We've done great things all over the world. Everywhere you go to, you hear the Biafrans are doing great things. Biafrans are winning awards in the UK, in the US. Biafrans are making the fastest computers. Biafrans are managing Fortune 500, Fortune 400, 500 companies. Biafrans are doing great things. Then you force us to be with a people that say that education is a sin. They do not want to be educated. The same people that... Wait, Nobute, I want to ask you something. Does it make any sense to you that a minister, the Minister of Science and Technology in Nigeria, actually said he spent a couple of billions in is it innovating a technology that is used to dry meat? Does that make any sense to you?
That's what he invested in.
That's what he used the nation's funds to discover how to dry meat. Who doesn't know how to dry meat? Don't you know how to dry meat?
Why must he invest for 10 years?
30 years.
30.
Yes.
Hi.
Like dry meat. Who doesn't know how to dry meat? What does dried meat
What does it take?
contribute to the nation's economy?
Wow.
Can you imagine what we're going through?
This is ridiculous.
Exactly. You see, so that's what Biafrans are going through. You meet people who will steal hundreds of millions or billions, and they don't use it for nothing. Nothing. They say Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa. Nigeria's got no good roads. Nigeria's got no electricity. Nigeria's got nothing, no security, nothing. Does that... In fact, I want you to tell our people the exact thing. We're not saying South Africa is perfect. We're not saying South Africa is perfect. But the way South Africa is right now, just when it comes to achievements, when it comes to the unity of the people, how is it really? Just tell us in your own words.
We have our fair share. I won't lie, like any other country, but I would like to say we do have some sort of unity, yeah, or at least we can reason with one another. At least people are civil with one another. The country is fair enough for us to vote, so people cast their votes and decide who they want to lead them.
And the votes, they count.
They should definitely. It's based on the number of votes that are casted upon which party, and then that party that wins is going to be the ruling party. However, things are fair, and there's unity when decisions are made, and maybe the country isn't for that decision. We are allowed to go on strike, where we can even go and argue the case in court. We can protest.
Sorry. Let me interrupt you. You guys actually go to court against your government?
We can.
And you are allowed to protest? Did you hear about the EndSARS protests?
Oh yes, that was so sad.
Do you know that in Nigeria they have no right to protest? If you protest, they kill you?
It's only this. These news are like so new to us. We're finding out now what's going on back in our western parts of Africa. It's so terrible. It's so terrible.
It's more than you even know.
It's uncivil, to say
exactly.
the least.
Mazi, how that thing do you for body? Say innocent people when just come out to protest, say this thing will happen, this thing, we not like them, we want them to stop. They can't kill all of them, and after they kill them, they hide their dead bodies. They deny. You get one minister. I don't know why. Where it's Nigeria, anyways. Anything goes, because a minister that has there's a minister of information that has no information. He comes on air to deny things that are very obvious. Yeah. Do you know that actually they said that the second wave of the EndSARS protest was going to start today, the 7th of December 2020. Actually, it did start today, but before it started today, the police came out to say that they were not going to tolerate it, that they were going to do worse than they did the first time. Can you imagine a nation? The police saying that we would not allow any protest. We don't allow any one of you come out. We will do worse. We will arrest you. We will kill you. In a civil society, is this supposed to be so? Mazi, I beg, tell us, because it be like say you get what you want to talk just now. The way your body they do, you talk to our people.
Mazo books. If I must to say, this very kind of should I say news or incident is saddening, understand? So because I don't regard Nigeria as a country, it's even more worse than contraption. It is just a common zoo. It is a jungle where they practice a kind of who can intimidate whom. Yes.
So now government of intimidation now it be
Exactly.
government of impunity.
Government of impunity. Who can kill who and stand in his feet?
Government of evil. Are they pack words?
It's even beyond evil, because according to our brother in America, which is the president Donald Trump, what he said when you talk about evil, he said Kenya is evil, but when you talk about evil, you don't talk about the origin. You don't talk about the devil, because the devil is the origin. So when you talk about evil people, so when you talk about the evil people, you don't talk about the devil.
Mazi.
Yeah, that's to show you that.
Mazi.
Yes.
Mazi, now Donald Trump talk that one. I've been a meme.
No, that's what he said. Yes,
Sure.
yes, he tweeted it.
Okay.
I read the tweet.
Okay.
So he said, when you talk about the evil people, you don't have to talk about the devil. So when you talk about Kenyans that they are evil, you don't have to talk about Nigeria, because Nigeria is devil itself. That is the origin of evil, the origin of every kind of impunity you can think of in this life. It's a jungle. It's a place where they endorse terrorism, killings, pillaging, rape, where they endorse all sort of evil things without minding.
Wait now. Do you know, man, Biafra must come. If Biafra not go come for our lifetime, our creator must end this world now.
Not just our creator must, the whole of Africa. They will remain. Not just only that, they will remain.
Charlie, wait. I say, if Biafra not go come now in our lifetime, our creator must come and take us home, because we cannot continue like this. It makes no sense. Do you know that today I was reading today's papers? They say Goodluck Jonathan, Ikpeazu, Ekweremadu, and Ihedioha are set to dump PDP for APC. Why? Because now we are not even saying PDP is good, because they are based on the same feather. They be the same people. But the thing now is that even the APC now, they intimidate even if you did PDP safe, because now if they don't find out, say APC now bigger devils. Where we say if you not follow their style, they know they look back, they know they look front, they know they look side. They do all the wickedness and the evil with impunity. Now we say all the people who did PDP before safe, they don't they jump ship, they run go APC, because they know say if they not go APC, their own finish. So now all of them now they join forces to intimidate and kill innocent civilians. Mazi,
that's exactly what I was saying. I said Nigeria is a state where they practice government of who can intimidate who. Yes, if you can intimidate me, if you can kill me, you becomes what they call the master. The strongest. It depends on how many people can you kill. That is Nigeria for you.
Can you imagine? And despite the intimidation, Mazi, despite the intimidation, I did watch news, I did see say today, actually, the NSAS protest actually commenced in Oyo State.
You see?
Ibadan. It commenced in Lagos State. It commenced in Abuja. So now 3 states now don't see.
You see, but tomorrow they will put all the blames on Biafrans. Somebody called himself Wike somewhere in the state of River, somewhere in Biafra land. I don't know, is it state of River or River State? I don't know the state where the river were before they came in there. he with the help of his janjaweed in the north, he will rise up with all his anger, trying to to please his masters over there in the north by unleashing his a kind of should I say the anger that I don't know where it's coming from. That story is quite is dying gradually, but it's not supposed to die.
No,
I'm feeling so much pain today.
The story cannot die.
It cannot die because
Yes.
the people they have killed over this end protest, NSAS protest, whatever it's called, that they turn it around and blame it on people on Obibo. Man, it's giving me a lot of headache every day by day. Whenever I think about it, it pisses me off.
All right, Mazi, we get you loud and clear. And Biafrans, my wonderful Biafrans, I beg, I want make una join this conversation. The number to call is +27 63 54 33 877. The lines are open now. Let me call the number again. +27 63 54 33 877. I'll call it one last time. +27 63 54 33 877. Make una call, make una join this conversation. What we are talking about today is forceful unity. Forceful unity. Is it possible? Does it make sense? Is it supposed to be so? We want make una join this conversation. Make una tell us what you wanna think. Yes, because na so the thing can be for the nigger area now. This matter, they don't talk and where all over. They say since the dawn of post-colonialism in Africa, post-colonialism na big English, it means say after they don't colonize us finish, after they don't suffer us, they don't use force to rule us. White people don't use force to rule us for Africa, where they rule, they call comot small. They say since after that time, the biggest problem where we don't get for Africa
The house niggas.
Please don't use niggas on radio. Calm down, Maz.
I know, but we have one giant one in Africa.
Yes. So they talk say for African countries, the biggest problem what they get now multi-ethnic problems. You see the division of ethnicity. Say different ethnic groups, they fight each other since we get so-called independence for Africa. Most African countries, the biggest problem what they get now ethnic clashes. And say for the place, for that land what they call Nigeria or Nigeria, some people know it. The biggest problem now ethnicity. Country where get more than 300 languages, 300 ethnic groups. You see, and some of them because in the south we they try to accommodate each other, but some people no want to be part of them. Caller down the line, make we take this call. Hello, caller on the line. Good evening.
Good evening, Master.
How you doing, Master?
Hello, good evening, Master.
Good evening, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Abakaliki
Right.
province.
Nice to hear from you. Go ahead. Oh, we just lost that call. Say na zoo network is always failing. But anyways, like I did talk before, I said the biggest problem where African countries they get now ethnic division. Some countries don't even disintegrate. Say recently the most the youngest nation for Africa now Somaliland will come out of Somalia, and recently Eritrea come out from Ethiopia. You see, Sudan split. They come born South Sudan and the nation of Sudan. You see, so the thing it pain also because even since Sudan and South Sudan split became two different nations, the whole problem of tribal battle for supremacy, political supremacy is still there. But then the point be say at least they understand where their problem they can't try, they come split each other, because that now waiting we they try to do, because we Biafrans will be very, very intelligent people, will be very hardworking people, will be very focused people, will be predominantly Christians. Some of us are Jews, Igbo Jews, you see. But at the end of the day, we are not predominantly Muslims, even though we can accommodate anybody, but we do not like to be forced into anything that our principles does not encourage. I be not be so mazi.
That's so.
You see, you can't force us to do certain things. That's none of our problem. You know, like now, we could talk about Kenya. For Kenya, the Luo and the Kikuyu people, they always fight over political power. That now, you see, that's a big problem for Africa. Southern Cameroon, they did there. Our people, the people of Ambazonia,
Old Eastern region.
Ambazonia people will be our people. They also
today.
try to fight to come out of Cameroon, because Cameroon self and the same problem they go on for there. The same problem. But when you can't look Nigeria worst. Oh boy, Nigeria worst for the world though.
I got one thing there. They say only the strong can survive. It is only human being can rise up for oppression. But in Nigeria, in Nigeria, if there is human being, they can rise up. But when it happens that there is no human being there, what we have are, should I say, subhumans. They can rise up. They can't.
So you see,
can't.
it be like waiting me.
Just like here you are in South Africa. You see how people always rise up against their government. They said you must come down. Under 2 to 3 days, the person will come down, no matter who he or she is. Even if you are the government, even if you are your governor, you are the president, you are the minister, they say you must step down. Definitely, you must step down. They will go out and protest. It can last them for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, 4 months. They can shut down everything.
That is
here.
That is South
you
Africa.
are here with us. That is South Africa.
That is South Africa. But
in here.
But for Nigeria, it not they happen. You see, if we even look back, 1967 to 1970, where we say they kill, not be say, Nigeria, ably supported by Britain, Egypt, some other countries, Russia, they combined forces and they carried out a genocide against Biafrans. They killed about 5 million Biafrans in 1967 to 1970. After that time, rather than come to a round table and say, okay, Biafrans, we could not best, so see what happen, why we go to move forward, they erased our history. They can't deceive many people. They can't tell them, say, you not be Igbo, you not be Biafran. No. They can't deceive people, because those people, they get oil, they wipe their history, they wipe maps, they change everything. You see, so because of that, the problem still exists today, because Biafrans know themselves. No matter what you do, they still know who they are. They know their origin. They know their source. They understand. So because of that, unity, they far from Nigeria. Nigeria no go forget any unity. You see, so now so the thing don't be. So Mazi, on a general note, you say Nigeria. You say no, not be even Nigeria. You say any nation cannot be united by force.
Yes, of course. Any nation united by force is regarded as a zoo, because it's this in only in a zoo that you put lion, you put crocodile, you put lizard, also put a hen. Said this is zoo. And they will be there, whether they are dying or not. They must be there. So any nation that have been put in such how should I put it? That have been put in such a zoo kind of is the same thing. In fact, is this a zoo? Any nation being forced to such is a zoo. Understand? You've been put together, said, man, you must, this is south and this is west, this is, but you guys have nothing in common, but you must be together. Understand? No matter whatever that is happening to you, no matter how you want to run your source, it's a zoo. So I don't see anything wrong when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling Nigeria or Nigeria as a zoo. Even themselves, they don't even know the meaning of Nigeria until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up. Yes, of course. Even you yourself, you can confirm that. Nobody knows. If you ask them, man, you say Nigeria is people that live within the river. You say, which river? That's why we ended up, having a river state and cross river. That nobody knows the river you crossed. Nobody knows the river you crossed, and nobody knows the state of the river. So that's the problem we're having today. If there is a human being in such geographical space called Nigeria today, at least there shall be a kind of uprising, the way it happens here in South Africa. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. We have a caller on the line. Caller on the line, good evening.
Yeah, good.
Hey, my brother, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
I greet you now. Well, I'm so happy with the way you guys are expressing the whole thing and narrating it. I think we are getting there. We are getting there. Thank you so much for the good work you're doing.
We greet you.
Yes, I greet all of you now. Mazo Bus, this is our sister that is there.
Yes.
What's her name again?
Nobusi.
Nombusi?
Yes, Nobusi.
Okay. The way you people explain this man that used 30-something million after 30 years, I wanted to tell South Africans that are listening, an inventor in Nigeria, that the government give money to go and research on how to better the economy of Nigeria. And this particular people has been on this particular search for how to better Nigeria for a very, very long time, for 30 years. The only thing they came up with was how to do biltong. You know what? This is your biltong. Here you pack in a plastic. You dry meat. Yeah. That's what they come up with after 30 years. That's the story that our brother is trying to say.
Okay.
You can imagine a country like that. People are siphoning money every time, saying they are doing and inventing something.
I see.
Because because in so-called zoo, which is Nigeria, the one-sided people are ruling the other ones. Actually, the ones that are ruling the Nigerians are the ones that are uneducated people.
Yes.
The real people that went to school.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be leading the way, are sidelined to one side. So that's why we see that a government will wake up and kill their citizens that are doing protest. So that's the kind of country Nigeria has been, and it's painting a very bad image to Africa. But we are saying no to it. We are resisting all these things they are doing because we don't want to suffer what our fathers and our grandfathers suffered. So we want to take our future on our hands. We don't want to let these old fools to keep on doing what they have been doing for years. So in any way, South Africans will help us to pass this message around, to tell people about how we've been marginalized in our own land by the Fulanis that is coming from the Sahel. So thank you guys for bringing an African woman in our struggle. Thank you guys. Keep on doing the good job.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Mazi Chukwudi from Eastern Cape.
Nice to hear from you, Mazi Chukwudi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So we hear wetin our caller talk just now. Our caller called all the way from the Eastern Cape, and he gave his own part of the conversation. Mazi, you see. So, anyways, right now we are approaching we are almost at the 8 o'clock. We just get probably like
already.
Yes, it's 7:50, and you are tuned into Radio Biafra Motherland, and you are hearing us on Radio Biafra and IPOB Community Radio.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last. Motherland is where you at, and Biafra is the heartbeat. This is Motherland, and the legacy continues.
Yes, this is Motherland and the legacy continues, and the time is 7:51 in South Africa and 6:51 in Biafra land, and you are still tuned to Radio Biafra Motherland. My name is Clifford Obuks Emakpore. Some people they call me Obuks Baba, your Urobo speaking Biafran brother. I dey happy today on air every time to talk to my people. And not be say we too know, but they talk say right hand wash left hand, the two hand go clean. Now wetin we dey try to do, we dey try to share ideas with each other as Biafrans, as lovers of freedom, so that we go fit restore our sovereign darling nation of Biafra as soon as possible, because we are tired of living in a nation where we are treated like slaves, where our parents are killed for no reason, where women are raped, girls are raped for no reason by people that refuse to think and behave like human beings. And we still dey wait for una to call into the program, but we not get plenty time again. We just get like 30 something minutes more before we go house. So make una call. In case say una forget our number now +2763 543 3877 +2763 5433 877. Yes. So okay. Mazi say make I call the number again. The number is +2763 5433 877. I beg, make una call in so that una go give us una own opinion. Mazi, e get wetin we be dey discuss that time, say the reason why that unity no go fit work for Nigeria. We dey talk say, we even talk say amalgamation. First of all, the amalgamation was wrong sef. The amalgamation of northern and southern protectorates, which was made up of many groups, many ethnic groups with different languages and culture, was an error. Because the British people, because of greed, they do them on purpose. Because how can you bring people from different ethnic backgrounds, people from different religious and spiritual backgrounds, and put them together? This one na hardcore Muslims, this one's na Christians, this one's na Juju people. You can't force them, put them together, say they must cooperate, which is not possible. We go complete this conversation. We'll take this call first. Caller on the line, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, I'm great. My name is Chukwemeka, calling from Cape Town.
All right, nice to hear from you. Go ahead.
I want to use this opportunity and thank you guys for the work, very good work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that.
All right, go ahead.
What I want to say is that, the Zoo Republic.
Yes. Oh, that call just dropped. Okay. Nobuhle, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that people from different ethnic, spiritual backgrounds are forced to be together? You know. Let me even tell you one funny story. Do you know that when the so-called southern Nigeria, when they were agitating for independence from the colonial masters, the South, which is made up of the Biafra and Oduduwa, they wanted to be free, but the Northerners did not want to be free. Don't worry, we'll continue that conversation when we come back. Hello, caller on the line.
Yeah, well done. Oh, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Brother Bush, good evening. I'm about to talk.
All
Good
right.
evening.
All right. Good evening. Go ahead, please.
You can hear me, right?
We can hear you loud and clear. Biafrans can hear you all over the world.
Okay, let me give it a shot.
Yes.
I greet Biafrans all over the world. The friends of Biafra, freedom lovers, I salute you now. It's Rabbi once again. Please, I want to use this opportunity to spread this message and to talk to the sister with you guys in the studio.
Yes.
I believe this information, she might be battling to understand what is going on in Nigeria, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
You know, they said if you train a woman, you train a nation. If you train a man, you train a single head. Sister,
Yes.
as much as you can, spread this message to your fellow women in South Africa. They are very formidable, I know. South African women are very formidable.
Yes.
They are very good in communication. And I know you won't understand what is going on in Nigeria. This is worse than apartheid. What you saw, I may not ask you your age because you are on air. But if you are born before 93, now 94, maybe if you are 6 years before 94, you won't understand. But if you are born in the 80s in South Africa, you can be able to understand it. If you're born in 70s, you can understand it very clearly what is going on. This is worse than apartheid. Apartheid in South Africa is the minority ruling the majority with iron hand. But this one, the South African side, is that you have electricity going on there. You have electricity everywhere. You have pipe-borne water. Pipe-borne water is everywhere. Even in Soweto. Soweto is even more beautiful than some places in Victoria Island. I can tell
In
you.
Abuja,
Soweto is developing. Sorry?
It's even more beautiful than some places in Abuja, capital,
Absolutely. When they come to Soweto, you know, they did a projection by using some country town to show us Soweto. But unfortunately, I am a South African, so to say. I can tell you. So I have my children down there. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm a Biafran South African.
Yeah.
And I know that South African, when they wake up, they're going to do a lot of things. Like the former Nigeria. Nigeria you see now is not the Nigeria that supported South Africa during the time of struggle. The ones you see here are Fulani. They came from Futajelon. They're not originally Nigerian. So they're killing the citizens, the Nigerian people, so to say. But we, the people in the East are Biafran. The people that know this story may not, because you might be a young lady, but if you ask the elderly ones down in South Africa, they will tell you exactly what is going on. They know. But the thing is that communication is the problem. To reach them out, to let them know is the thing. It's just like the way Nigeria fought the system, the old Nigeria, not this one. Fought apartheid, sponsor people to come, even help Mugabe to get Zimbabwe, Rhodesia, liberated, and went down to South Africa and stopped that thing over there. South Africa, I do have expectation that South Africa will move now, because if Nigeria is captured totally, it will affect all Southern Africa, because they are coming. These guys are terrorists. They are coming. They have different 5 terrorist groups operating in the northern part of Nigeria, want to gain access to southern part, like southeast, that is the Biafran region, and southwest, that is Oduduwa, the Yoruba. So I would love you to get this message to everyone, governmental head in South Africa, to do the needful. When they come out to support Biafran, this thing, we won't be talking about these things anymore. And I want to let them know, most of the people you see here are Biafran. Some of them are Nigerian. So when you are dealing Biafrans. Biafrans are very reserved, very educated, very creative, innovative. That is whom those guys you see with you in the studio, they are very hardworking. They can create something from nothing. That is the spirit of Biafra. So when Biafrans are mixed up with people that are not supposed to be mixed up with, like you heard them clearly saying that somebody took billions to go and invent how to do, let me say, biltong, like Kilichi. That is what they're doing. They are very damn backward people. People are going to the moon, but they are going to do a lot of trafficking with cows, with animals. These guys are animals. Apartheid is very, I'm not going to underestimate or maybe kind of say apartheid is not, it was very serious, it was evil. But this one in Nigeria is more evil than apartheid, I can tell you. So South Africans should help their friends to get things done. My brother, thank you very much for your job. And I would love you to pass this message across, please.
Yes.
Because it's very, very important. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much for your call. We thank you for your contribution. You make sense well. You make sense well. All right. You are still Biafra motherland. The time is 8 o'clock in South Africa and 7 o'clock in Biafra land. And like I have told you before, in case you don't know, in case you just tune in, this is Radio Biafra Motherland. Yes, and
South
your host is Imakpore Clifford Books, joined in the studio by Mazi Azuka Igwe and Miss Nobuhle, who is a South African citizen. With the wait, make una call us. The number to call is +27 63 54 33 877. +27 63 54 33 877. I beg, make una call so that una go join this conversation.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last.
Hello, motherland. Tell me how you doing. From the east, south and the creator, great Biafra Ipob. But they kill it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And that we want Lord in idol worship the British enter there. Training on the night, exploiting jumping power. Trading by barter, you give me palm oil and the food, so them enter there. Tell me how you doing. Civilization, rotting jam religion, and told us about America, and we embrace them. I never knew them got anterior motive. With religious pretend us amongst our brethren. With denomination, tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your slaves forever. Oh, Nana, so we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We so hard against them system, fighting against them system, but our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our maker. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I know Biafra. Land of the rising. Land of the rising sun. My home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. From Father Isaac, the rising. The descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My father, my original legend.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to put goddamn to ask us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the God.
Back in 1940, amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master. I'm a sinner soldier named Frederick Lugar. Brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding under resonance, forced to coexist together in the plant of confusion, describing the soil and the water. That can never mix that. Planted the cabals, the representatives here in Nigeria, looting on our treasures, colonial external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I go Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My fatherland. Biafra. Land of the rising. Land of the rising sun. My home, my fatherland. My originality. Biafra. Land of the rising. Land of the rising sun. Sweet home, my fatherland. I will live in Biafra. Land of the rising. Yes, there was a country before the Biafra. Yeah, my home, my fatherland. Yes, it's a reality. Biafra is a reality. Rising, my originality. Don't love my originality. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra. Children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafra people. But they kill it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God, and that we were lost in idol worship and the British entered it. Training on the night, exploiting job people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and the food, so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in job religion, and told us about America. I never knew them got Nigeria mountain with religious pretend us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart, building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your slaves forever.
Your family will go after you or daughter. But so I welcome our sister in the studio.
Thank
so
you,
what I want
brother.
our sister to get, because we Biafrans, we know this, but I want our sister in the studio and everybody else listening across the world to know that what Biafrans are suffering is what you call the jumbling and mixing of different and divergent value systems. You see, the value system we have in Biafra land, we are kind of inborn Democrats or Republicans. You know what I mean, Democrats or Republicans? I mean, that is that Democrats live and let live, and the equity and justice is inborn in us. You cannot, if you are beating somebody on the way, somebody will come and say, what did he do to you?
Yes.
That is, we are born with justice. And these people in the north, these Fulani, these nomads, these migrants that came into Nigeria, they are feudalists. That means they have the head, who the leaders in their society, and they are the ones who are supposed to be knowledgeable, and everybody will be worshipping them. But in Biafra land, everybody, and in Biafran culture, everybody aspires. If your father was a bricklayer, he will say that my child will go to school so he can become a teacher or a lawyer or doctor and so forth. And that is alien to these people from the north who are effectively ruling Nigeria by virtue of British, complicity, in order for them to be kind of house nigger as it is, that is ruling Nigeria instead, and as a proxy to Britain. That's what is happening in Nigeria. You must know this too, my brother, sisters, I mean, anybody who is listening to us. The Fulanis are ruling Nigeria for the Britons, so that the Britain can take care of whatever they want, and the Fulanis will share the rest among themselves. And the people are dying out of want and hunger and the deprivation of all sorts. And the worst thing they are depriving Biafrans now, that made us to swear as long as God lives that we must leave Nigeria and have our independent country. They are depriving us of every other thing, the resources in our land, everything, and including our lives. When somebody is tampering with your life, killing your youth, raping your women, then there's nothing to lose anymore. You have to fight till the end to get your freedom from these savages. So that's what is going on. So it's not like we are just hating them because they're not as learned or as smart as Biafrans. No! It's a life from the pit of hell. These people they're comfortable, they're wise, they're smart, but in a very dangerous way. They are taking the lives of the citizens and the indigenous people, and they are inviting the Fulanis of Africa from all over the place to come and take our lands. And therefore, we plant crops in our farm. They will march into our farm with their cows to eat up the crops. So what kind of people are these? And they are carrying AK. This is the complicity of the government. They are carrying AK-47. So if you say, why did you enter my farm? They shoot you. And the government will not arrest them. And Biafrans are not allowed to wave our flag. We are not allowed to have meetings. So, I mean, I cannot overemphasize that what we are fighting is for our dignity, our identity, and our worth as human beings. And nobody can deprive us of that. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. We're not doing it out of hatred, out of the degradation of other people. But we cannot be sacrificing our lives for them and then in our own expense. It's not human. It's not possible. So, my brother, I just wanted to get your number. Are you on WhatsApp, my brother, before I go?
Yes, we are on WhatsApp.
With this number?
Yes, this number is on WhatsApp, but for now, the WhatsApp is switched off. I think it will be coming on by tomorrow.
Okay. So what I'm saying, I'll be calling on your show.
Please do.
To contribute whenever I can, and I will say to our sister in the studio, and of course our brother, he knows it. I don't have to tell him that this story, our plight, the Biafran plight. We are not in South Africa because we don't love our home. We are not in Europe because we don't love Biafra. We are not in America and all over the world because we don't love Biafra. We love Biafra. But the Fulanis have a system. I mean, this is a policy to smoke us out of our place, to make life so miserable to us that we cannot stay at home, so that they come in with the Fulani, they are calling all over Africa to come and occupy our land. So when we come home, we become strangers in our land. And this generation is saying that this cannot happen. We cannot have it. We cannot take it. And my name is Ifeanyi Madabuchi Ezu. I am from Orumba in the Oka province of Biafra. Thank you very much, and continue. And we must continue until we get Biafra. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. Good night. Yes.
Good night.
Yes. Bye. So we heard what that Mazi said. You see, we are not in South Africa, in America, in Britain, in all over the world because we do not like where we come from. It is because of what we go through. We tend to venture out to seek better opportunities, better environment, better living standards. Because how can you live in a nation where, can you imagine this, Nobusli? In South Africa, we are not South Africans, but we've been here for a while, and we see how things work. Even when we hold protest, the government allows us to protest. Police people are dispatched to protect us, and the police people protecting us, it's not at their own pace. It is at our own pace. We can stand in one place for 3 hours and the police will not complain. They will stand with us, whatever we want to do. But you can't do that in Nigeria. You can't.
No right to do that.
You have no right. Can you imagine that? You see, like what he said.
They say we are giant of Africa.
Like what he said. Let me give you an example. You are what tribe are you?
Well, in fact, I'm actually Malawian.
Okay, your dad is Malawian, but your mom is South African. Yeah. So by South African law, you are South African.
By birth, and because I was born and raised here, so the whole history is South African. It's just the mix of blood. Anyway.
Okay. So my question was, can you imagine that here in South Africa, a Zulu man would walk around the streets brandishing a machete, and the law allows him, but you who's a pedi, you are not allowed to even hold a flag. Does that make any sense?
Wow, it's something less harmful for that matter.
A flag. You are not allowed to hold a flag. You're not allowed to sit in a meeting with your brothers. But another group of people are allowed to go around with machetes and AK-47s and all those dangerous weapons. No. It makes no sense. But that's what we Biafrans go through in Nigeria. And that's the reason why we've been saying we want to live there. We want to be free. We want to be our own people. We want to have our own nation.
Yeah.
Because you know something, maybe you do not know this. I'll tell you for the benefit of even other South Africans. Do you know that Biafra existed way hundreds of years before Nigeria?
I wouldn't have known until today.
You see. Okay. Anyways, you at the end of this program, you're going to pledge by yourself to the listening of every Biafran from all over the world that from today you will spread what you've learned on this show. You will spread it to your fellow South Africans, fellow Malawians, and all. You see, because everybody needs to hear our voice. Everybody needs to hear what we're going through and what we're fighting for. Yeah?
Yeah, I will.
So, Mazi, Moku talk. You know, say many things dey we go make sure say Nigeria no go fit ever be unified country, no go fit ever get unity. Many things dey we be say e go make Biafrans not fit ever stay with Nigeria. You know those things. You get idea,
my brother. For the first time before Nigeria was amalgamated, it has been said by those who created Nigeria, which is the Britain. They said that Nigeria, he said the north and the south are like oil and
water
that can never mix. You know, that can never, not that way, that can never mix. Only that alone, explained what the experimentation of British in Africa, in West Africa.
Let me even tell you some. We not get time again. We get very short time before we go come out for here. Maybe 8 minutes or 9 minutes we'll come out for here. We go allow our brother where they the other side of the world make himself come online, making broadcast. But before we go, I want to highlight some things when I don't notice. Say he not go ever let us fit day in unity for Nigeria because the things they're too much. We just need our space. Make we go live our own lives as Biafrans. Make we go do our own thing because those people, the way they talking for pidgin, they not join. Mazi, you raise your hand. What you want to talk?
Wait, I want to be say when they come to the north, they see human beings as animals, and when in down to the south and old eastern region, we see human being as mado, which is the beauty of life, and that beauty of life is what they kill in the north. They don't want to see such. So that alone can bring us together. We are two different people.
Peoples.
Yes, that alone can never bring us together at all.
Okay, Mazi, I want to highlight some things. So some things we not go fit make us be together. Number one, now tribalism. Tribalism, we say, say for Nigeria, they know they vote people based on competence, based on merits, based on achievements, now based on tribe.
So now, where you come from?
One Okpo.
One Okpo.
For worry, we see one Mugu like that, one Maye, they will just say, he be governor because he come for this language, he come for this place. Inside the brain, nothing dey inside though.
Nothing.
He not know anything.
Empty vessel.
They go vote him because he dey one religion or because of one language. You see, tribalism now one of the biggest problems we dey for Nigeria, and Biafrans we not care about that one. For Biafra land, we dey believe say now wetin you sabi, 9 people go take follow you. You dey see the way Mazina the Kanu dey so. We no want know which tribe him be. All of us when they follow him, all of us with the IPOB family,
all of us are Biafrans.
Apart from say Biafrans, to be honest with you, Mazi, many of us they follow Mazina the Kanu because of waiting in know, waiting in the teach.
That's so.
And apart from that, also we don't see say the man not get favoritism, the man not get tribal or ethnic or religious sentiments. He won't be say he just they look for the truth, stick to the truth, and they share that knowledge of the truth to everybody we care to listen. So apart from tribalism, another thing, big problem waiting for Nigeria, will make us not feel be part of Nigeria. Now favoritism, you see preferential treatment for Nigeria. Because okay, make I give you one example now. Before I come out for Nigeria, and when I the find work, say after person don come out for university for Nigeria, na the normal case, you go spend how many years? Course of 4 years, normal course wey be 4 years, you go spend like 5 or 6 years go university. Because not be say you fail, na strike. you can't come out for university to come get job. Now another problem again.
If you spend 6 years, I be say they mess you. Because of 4 years, go take you like 16 years.
Can you imagine?
I'm telling you.
Calm down. Which one be 16 years ago?
Now me, what are the experience now?
But wait, but you go university
every 2 years na strike now.
But Mazi, calm down. Anyways, as I dey talk, you say for Nigeria now, that's why they find work for Abuja. Not be wait oh, not be only Abuja. It even happen to me self for Benin. You dey go find work, they will call say, oh, we're sorry for this position. We're looking for a Muslim. What does that have to do with anything? Not be person wey sabi the job now you dey look for. Na religion. You dey see so quick because we no get time again. Apart from favoritism, another problem when make Nigeria no go feel better and wey go make us no wan be part of Nigeria na corruption and inept leadership. Inept, that's not English. Corruption and inept leadership. Leaders wey no know anything. I dey listen to one man the other day. The man say, let the president send us. We are good hunters. We will kill all the terrorists. Who be you? Hunter? Wetin happen to the military where they spend billions and billions and police and everything now? Hunter. You see, the way Mazi not laugh on a very serious matter we talk for years. So you see corruption.
Nigeria is laughing, my brother.
Yeah. Mazi, can you imagine? Person for science and technology.
Hey, my brother, see, that's why they will integrate terrorists into military, into police, into all their kind of security forces. Because in Nigeria, all they have is security forces. There's no security service in Nigeria. All they have is security forces. But when it comes to fight for terrorism, they will say, no, we are not meant to fight terrorism, but you are forces. Why can't you fight for terrorism? You see? So, Nigeria is, it's laughable, bro. It's laughable.
So Mazi, as we talk, another problem again for Nigeria, now that resource control. People waiting for Zamfara, they get gold. They say the gold na their own. Say the gold not be for government, but the oil when it dey for Biafra land, na for everybody.
No be only oil.
No, not be the oil. Be the IST where they bust their head. The oil where they bust their head, where everybody want shop inside. Aboki wey not go school, wey not sabi speak English, wey not know anything, go say he must shop oil, but the oil na for everybody, but the gold na for only Zamfara. You dey see that kind of thing. Biafrans, time not dey again. We go soon come up for here, but we still get time to receive one last call. The number na +276354338877. We go take one last call before we go. Make una join this conversation. Make we know as they go. Mazi, another thing again. Now marginalization of ethnic groups for the country. That thing, now they pain us pass. They pain us. So one kind of aboki like that. We don't know anything. We all come outside. They go say, Igbo people, Biafra people can never be president. If you want to be president, you have to do this. Who are you, man? You know, say for that country, now Biafrans self now they go school pass. Now Biafrans now they more industrious. Now Biafrans they doing it. Yet one person where be say you not even fit spell in your own name. You go they dictate who go be who for nation like that. It makes sense.
My brother, you see, my people is talk say that if Neboji look we call it. Say if Neboji what I mean by that is this whatever that kills the Iroko tree is in that Iroko tree's tap roots. Understand? You see, before they came up to start bragging, to start saying start making such statements, they know why. Because they know that they have planted a lot of seeds in our land, which are the governors you see today, Ohaneses, the Igwes, So that's why you see them. They come out boldly to make such statements. So blame them not, because they know what they are doing.
Okay, one call be they come in. but the call just drop again because it be like say all the calls they come from Biafra land, they cut all of them. Mazi, so I want talk one last thing before we go.
Okay.
Before we go, we dey talk now. Make we just quickly round off on the things, some of the things wey be say e no go fit allow us to be unified with Nigeria. Okay, make we take one last call before we go from hello caller on the line. Good evening.
Hello, Mazi. Hello.
Yes, good evening, Mazi. How are you?
Hello, good evening, Mazi. Good evening.
Yes.
Good night. Good morning. Hello, Mazi. Hello.
Yes, please go ahead. We can hear you loud and clear. Biafrans can hear you too.
Yeah, great Biafrans. Good evening. You can hear me well.
Yes.
Good evening, Biafrans. Wonderful people, friends, and people of goodwill and conscience. My name is Mazi Peter Ipob. I am from Omoya. Omoya is in Oyi local government, Anambra province, Biafra land.
Okay, go ahead, please, quickly.
By special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I am serving this great family as county commissioner coordinator, and I stand with Nnamdi Kanu to restore our motherland Biafra. I am very happy to be in your midst, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will give us Biafra, no matter all backstabbing, no matter all the intimidation from our enemies, and in conjunction with the sabos among us. We are here to preach the gospel of redemption and the truth. And if you can't stand the heat of stove, you have to leave the kitchen.
So,
unity by force, I think, is very, very dangerous, especially people with a different way of life. I mean, different way of tradition. They don't have the same way, culture. Biafra is a nation over a century before it was colonized by British. While in the process was brought in as one of the three major ethnic nationalities. The Biafra nation is a democratically republican and individualistic in nature. And joining us with the other tribe who has nothing in common with us is uncalled for. However, the British who joined us together failed to take consideration of our differences, because what they want is our resources, not our happiness. So they don't, if we are living together, we can still be a good friend, we can still be a good neighbors. When we separate in peace, we can still be, we have to be a good neighbor. So I don't want much of sign because I just want to clean and
poor. On the very spot, we left our maker. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I know Biafra. Land of the rising. Land of the rising sun. My home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. From Father Isaac, the rising. The descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My father, my origin,
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to put them to ask us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of God.
Here in a booklet. Please do we urge you
amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master. I'm a syllabus soldier named Frederick Lugar. Brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people. Called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding under first to coexist.
Friends, invite the people from the coastal region, make them they join us. And Biafra is almost here. We need to put hands together and make it a reality. And one last thing I will tell you be say, soldier go, soldier come, barrack not the empty. Make una not look wetin dey happen, no, not reason one person, no. Whatever don't happen. We must keep focus. We must support the author and the originator of this dream. We must support our leader Mazina Kanu. We must not be discouraged. We must not lose focus. From here, from me, it's good night, my people. Good night. Hopefully you join us tomorrow for another wonderful show. Good night.
In the plant of confusion, burning under Niger, exploiting jumping power, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and the food, so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got anterior motive with religious pretend us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart, building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your slaves forever. Oh, Nana, so we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. But our lives have gone poor. On the very spot we left our maker. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people.
Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Chukwu to goddamn to ask us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Lord.
Back in 1940, amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master. I'm a scenery soldier named Frederick Lugar. Brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Arimas, and so many other people. Called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding under resident, first to coexist together. In the plant of confusion, describing the soil and the water, that can never mix. Planted the cabals, the representatives here in Nigeria, looting out our treasures, colonial external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I know Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland, Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland, my originality. Biafra, land of the rising sun. My fatherland, I believe in Biafra. I love the rising. Yes, there was a country.